Hey yo everybody, my name is Jay Waz and welcome back to Star Citizen, where in today's video we're doing a comparison on the 400i and the Constellation series. Let's get into it. Now, before you keyboard warriors go crazy in the comments section about how these comparisons doesn't really make sense, let me show you this clip.
So here we are waking up in 400i that will be released in 315. This is the competitor to the Constellation.
Yeah, they said that. So the first things we're going to go over is the weapons, shields, and hull strength. The 400i has two size 4 CF Panther repeaters. With this stock loadout, it puts out 859 DPS. On the rear of the ship, it has two size 3 dual turrets, both with CF Panther repeaters. Those have a total DPS of 1,146. Actually, behind these doors right here on each side, the ship holds 16 size 2 missiles and 16 size 1 missiles, and has one size 3 shield. As for the Constellation series, all Connies have 4 size 5 weapons. The Andromeda has 4 size 5 Galderines. The Aquila has 4 size 5 M7As. I'm probably butchering the hell out of Aquilas, so don't judge me. The Phoenix has 4 size 5 Omniskis. Not going to mention the Taurus in this case, just because the Taurus is essentially in the class of its own. The Andromeda has 24 size 2 missiles and 28 size 1 missiles. All the other ships have 24 size 2s. Except for the Phoenix. The Phoenix has 28 size 1s. And all variants have 1 size 3 shields. The 400i has 80,500 health pool, while the Andromeda has 180,000. The Aquila also has 180,000. And the Phoenix has 160,000 health pool. So yes, the Connies, all Connies, absolutely dwarf the health pool that the 400i has, which is insane the amount of difference it has. So the fact that they're even comparing the two, so far, it's not even really a comparison, which is quite unfortunate because I absolutely love the 400i. It's easily one of my favorite ships in the game, if not my favorite. In terms of maneuverability, well, the 400i absolutely destroys the Constellation in terms of maneuverability. So I took them both out, and, well, they did about just as well as each other. While yes, the Connie is less maneuverable, it did take out the targets really fast with those 4 size 5s. And this one was just able to stay on target really easy to 400i can. I'm actually quite impressed at how well the 400i flies. It feels more like a... It flies better than a Stinger. Let me just put it that way. The 400i has 2 entry points. You get the front ramp or staircase, and you get the rear cargo bay. While the Constellation has 2 entry points. You get the front elevator and the rear cargo entrance. Both cargo grids are also elevators. We're going to go ahead and go through the ramp entrance on the 400i. And check out the interior. Right out the bat, after you enter, you got multiple suit lockers over here. I think there's a weapon locker down that way. Let me close this real quick so we can get over there. Yep, that's a weapon locker. Right here. Actually holds a good amount of weapons. I mean, it's 6 weapons, and I think you can hold... Yeah, I think those are hand weapon slots. Let me see. Yep. Hand weapon slots right there. Handguns. You got 9 handgun slots. Now, it'd be nice if I can get the handgun I just put on there. Well, I guess it's just one with the ship now. I was gonna put one of these on here, but I'm not doing that now. So yeah, don't put your handguns on here. Let's just hope I don't get hurt while doing this review. Yeah, one airlock to the left of the staircase or to your right, depending on which way you're looking. And over here, which I forgot to show you guys, that is a garage for a motorcycle or a hover bike of sorts. In this case, I have an X-1 Force on board, ignoring the gravity generator that's right in front of my eyes. And to the right and to the left, you have chilled rooms. In this case, it houses the coolers, which is really cool that this room is actually chilled. Like, I'm not even joking. Let me show you real quick. Right now, it's 20 degrees Celsius out here. You enter the room, it drops to 3 degrees Celsius. It's actually really freaking cool. And on the other side, I don't think there's actually any serious components on this side yet, unless there is. Let me open it real quick. I think it's... If there is, there's nothing there. It's kind of weird because on the casing, it says shield generator. Right there. We're gonna go up this elevator. There's actually 2 ways up to the next deck. You got the ladder right here. I'm taking the elevator just because it actually is faster for once. It's a rare sight. As you get up the elevator, to your right is the cockpit. Straight across from you is the bathroom, which is actually a really nice bathroom. I mean, it actually opens up everything too. It's not like the freelance from Max from the last video. The toilet actually comes out with your toilet paper. And across from that is hanger rack. Is there a shower? Yeah, there is a shower in here. Okay. Still can't see yourself. Open door. I forgot that's there. That's so cool. Anyway, you enter down to the back, you have the crew quarters, and across from it is the captain's quarters, which I love this room. It's just too bad that I can't bedlog in it yet. For some reason, it's a little broken. The other beds, you can actually bedlog. Those actually work. You don't have to worry about that if you do want to use this ship. Here, you got the little kitchenette. You got a nice little table right here. Across from that, you got the sink, a couple of coolers. I think it's a wine cooler right there. Bunch of plants for some reason. And a couple of drinks and knives on a magnetic rack. That's cool. Not hazardous at all. And here, you got this really cool holographic table showing the solar system. I really love this. I can't wait till this actually functions properly. And then after that, you got a really nice view out the windows. This is a really good view. I love this. You can see quite a bit out this window. And then you go all the way up to the bridge, which most of the time I have to click it, but this time it actually opened. To your left, you got the turret seat for the bottom, I believe, and to the right is for the top turret. And then you got the pilot seat. Gives you a pretty decent view. Nothing obstructing your view, that's for sure. And on the dash, I have a little bobblehead. He's bobbling right now. Yeah, but I'm going to open this garage and give you guys like a little gander of what it looks like. I know you can fit up to a Nox in here. You try to fit a Dragonfly in here, it's probably going to explode, so I'd be careful with that. It does act a little jumpy on the ways down, but it works. And there's no grid at all, if you're all at all curious about that. Now let's go ahead and go into the Connie. The living space on the ship, it's much, much smaller than the 400i, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Immediately before the cockpit, you have a bathroom, which I don't think actually works right now. There's nothing in there. You do got toilet. That's not even toilet paper. So it's a shower. You have 5 internal storage, which I forgot to mention. The 400i does in fact internal storage. It's underneath all the beds. You got slots for 4 weapons, rifles of sorts. You have 4 beds for the crew. I do like the fact that everything's in one place here. It's actually really nice. This is a table. You can actually deploy the table and sit around it. I may not want to recommend it, but you can in fact do that. If I recall, I don't think there's actually a kitchenette in this ship. I'm gonna go into the cockpit. No kitchenette. This is the bridge. You got a turret on the bottom and a turret on the top. In the Aquila, the upper turret is a scanner turret. It actually doesn't really serve a function at the moment. These co-pilot seats do nothing at the moment except control some of the power management. That's really about it. And then you got some of the worst views and the best views at the same time, because you can see all around you, but then you got this strip bar right down the middle of your sight that kind of blocks everything. It's so frustrating, but I still love the ship. In the very back of the ship, the Connies, you have the snuff fighter bay, which if you go to Quantum, half the time they vanish. I was actually quite fortunate. This one did not. Next, we're going to take a look at the cargo bays of each ship. And this one, obviously, it's not quite as large as the Connie's cargo bay, unfortunately. This one can hold a... don't worry about it. We're just going to put that over here. Don't worry about that body. This one can hold 42 SEU of cargo on the grid. And it's not so tightly packed. It's not hard to work with. I mean... You just throw it on there. I mean, the only time I had issue was putting a 24 SEU cargo container on here. You cannot fit 32s. If I recall, you could fit 8 2 SEU, 2 1 SEU, and 1 24 SEU container on board. And if you really, really wanted to, you fit other stuff over here along the edges where there is no component access. And you got escape pods along the edges of the cargo bay. In terms of the Constellation's cargo bay, the Constellation can actually hold 96 SEU of cargo, which is more than doubled with the 400 I can carry. So once again, not really a fair comparison. This cargo bay can hold 2 32 SEU containers and 8 4 SEU containers sent on top of it. Although while getting it on is pretty easy, getting it off proved to be a bit of a challenge. It's something you gotta get used to. In terms of what vehicles these things can carry, the biggest vehicle that the Constellation can carry is an Ursa, which is no surprise. That was literally by design. Versus the 400i, it can hold something like a Cyclone, and yes, it can fit a rock. Since they removed the light bar on the rock, it's been a little easier to get in. Well, it's not the easiest thing on the face of the Earth. It's still possible. Alright, so now if we're being honest here, gotta be objective at this point. The Constellation's better. Obviously, nothing against the 400i. The 400i is arguably my favorite ship in the game. But the Constellation, in terms of everything, in terms of firepower, in terms of what you can do with it, it is better in every sense of the word. I mean, it's got everything you need. Internal storage, weapon racks, more storage, like more cargo capacity. It takes the cake, and they're both about the same size. So when I saw that video and they said that the 400i is a direct competitor to the Constellation, I almost felt insulted by that statement. But let's talk about one final thing before we go. Speed. The 400i can go 215 in SCM and 1225 in nav mode, which is just ridiculous for the size of this ship. While the Constellation can go 190 in SCM mode and 1000 in nav mode. So if you need to get out of a situation faster, the 400i easily takes the cake on that. I actually managed to outrun fighters in the 400i, which is just insane. I don't think I've ever seen a ship this size actually go that fast. That's kind of Origin's thing, isn't it? They have ridiculously quick ships. Well, there you have it. Yep, that thing is better. I hate to admit it, the Constellation's effect better, but it's not going to stop me from taking this over it, because I love the 400i way too much. And I have both ships pledged, mind you. But if you're looking for practicality, obviously you're going to have to go with that thing. The Connie. The Connie offers a lot more to the table. It really is an all-around better ship in terms of what you can do with it. I just love the 400i better because it is easily one of the most beautiful ships in this game, and it feels so nice to fly for its size. It is stupid fast too. So I'm not flying this ship for its functionality. I'm flying it because I love the way it looks. I loved it for the beauty of it. It's a really nice ship. Well, that is all the time I got for this video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Crash it to that like button. If you'd like to see more content like this, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell to keep up to date with all my videos. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Deuces.